Hello friends, welcome to Cool IT Help. In this tutorial session, we are going to set up JavaFX development environment with latest JDK version 21.0 inside the Eclipse on Windows 11. We are going to do this thing from the scratch. Also, I will show you creating a first application and running inside the Eclipse. Let's begin. The prerequisite. So we need to download these 4 items. Here, I have already downloaded and saved in one folder. And all the links, all the official download links given in the description, as you can see on my notepad. So the first thing, Eclipse, which is the latest version I'm going to download, and this is the link. When you open this link, you will find this page. Come to this link, click, and the downloading will start. So here I have downloaded that zip file and saved in this folder. The second point, we need JDK 21, the latest version from the Oracle official website. Here I'm going to download the archive version. You guys can continue with the installer as well. I'm using archive version because most of the time I have to work on the different JDK version. That's why it's convenient for me. And this is the official download link. You can open the browser, paste it in the address bar, press enter. And then you have to click on this link to download. Once the downloading is done, you can save it to a separate folder. Now the third item is JavaFX SDK. You can see I have written the compatible SDK with JDK 21. So we have to make sure the JavaFX SDK that we are going to download must be compatible with the JDK 21. So this is the download link. When you visit this page, you will find this roadmap, all the previous version which has been launched. Okay, and if we are going to proceed with any version, make sure the minimum JDK requirement must met. Okay, to solve this thing, you have to scroll down here in this download section. You can simply choose 21 operating system Windows, then architecture is 64 because I have 64-bit Windows. Then the filtered result, you can just click on this download button. And then this kind of zip file will be downloaded on your machine. Now we go back to this notepad. The fourth item, which is the scene builder. I hope you guys are familiar about the scene builder if you are a very beginner. So let me tell you, this thing comes in use when you create a UI for your JavaFX application. I will show you at the end of this tutorial. Okay, so go to the same URL, go to the products and then select scene builder. Then you will see this kind of page. Here you can go with this download button. Just click on it and then scene builder will be downloaded and simply double click to install. Once the download installation is finished, you will see this kind of icon. Please launch it. So the very first window you will see after launching the scene builder, and this is the home, and this is the editor where you can create the UI. I will explain this thing as well in the later part of this tutorial. So we have finished our downloading. Now we will jump to step 1. In the step 1, we need to first set up the JDK 21. So we are going to work with the JDK 1 in the system. If you guys have executed the installer, that's very good. And please check the JDK is in use. Okay, in my case, I have a zip file. I will extract it and then I will get this kind of folder. When I move inside this folder, I have found the lib. So I'm just verifying that my folder is complete and all JDK files are in place. Okay. Now So the last thing is we need to set the environment variable. So I will go to the search, I will type edit this system environment variable. Then I will open the system properties, go to this environment variable button, click Java home and see this. We have to update this value. Okay, that means we have to give the path to the JDK folder you have just downloaded in the previous step. So I have just copied the path and going back here and updating this variable value. See this, only the path up to JDK folder. Click OK. That's good. Now the second thing, we have to update the path variable. Just check if there is Java home variable is present, this kind of /bin, that's okay. Close this window. Okay, now the important step, we need to first verify that our JDK 21 is in place or not. I will open the command prompt and then I will type a simple command java space -version, press enter. Within a second you can see the Java version 21.0 and you will see this kind of statement on the command prompt. That means your Java 21 is properly set up. Now we can move to the step 2. In the step 2, we will unzip the Eclipse. So if you guys have already installed the Eclipse, you can jump to the step 3. But those who are following me, just extract the Eclipse and just launch the eclipse.exe file. And then set a folder as your workspace and launch the Eclipse. Because you are launching the Eclipse first time, so this will take little bit extra time to set up. Once the Eclipse is ready, we will jump to step 3. In the step 3, we will unzip the downloaded JavaFX SDK zip file on our machine. Let's do it quickly. Going back to the folder. So here is our JavaFX SDK. Just quickly unzip and you will get this kind of folder. See this? Make sure, go to the lib and you must have these important jar files. Got it? Okay. Let's go back to the notepad. Here, now we are at the step 4. Now in the step 4, we will perform one important step, which is we are going to add the JavaFX SDK as a user library inside the Eclipse, so we can use this JavaFX SDK library for creating new project. Okay, let's do it. Go back to the Eclipse, go to the Windows, click Preferences. Then on the left hand side, there are lots of items. Go to the Java option. Then click on the build path, expand it. Then you will see user libraries option. Click on it. You can see one item here. Let me remove it. We will do everything from scratch. Click on the new. So guys, here you have to give a name which reflects that you are adding JavaFX SDK. So I have given a random name, JavaFX library. And then you have to click on the external jars. Here we are going to add the jars file. The jar files, let me show you which jar files. So you can see we have downloaded the JavaFX SDK zip file. We have extracted it. There we have this jars present. So just search through the browse button and you can simply jump to the path which is inside the lib folder. Select all the jar files. Then all those jars will be added and will be displayed here this way. See this? fxml jar, graphics jar, media jar showing web and SWT. That's all. Click on the apply and close. Okay, so we have successfully added the JavaFX SDK as a user library inside the Eclipse. Now we simply perform step 5. Now in the step 5, we need to create JRE clone and we need to update the VM arguments. I will show you how you can do it. Go to the Windows, click on the Preferences. Again, we are on the same place, but this time we will select the different node. Under this Java, okay, come to the downside, click on the installed JRE. Then you will see this kind of items present here. In your case, you will be seeing only the one. Okay, let me remove the item which I have recently created. Okay, so in your case, you will find the default one. Okay, leave the rest of the thing as it is. Then go to the duplicate button, click on it. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a duplicate JRE, but in this we will add some JavaFX SDK jars file. Okay, at this place, simply rename, give a name that will reflect that you are creating the different JRE. Okay, see this, the base JRE is present. Now click on this external jar button, and here we will add the same jars file which we have recently added. Okay, which are present in the JavaFX SDK lib folder. See this. These are the same jars file, media showing fxml controls base. Okay, once the jar added, we have to update the VM arguments. Let me tell you what we are going to update. See the selected item. So we will simply add this line as it is. Only the thing we need to change is path. So you can see what I am doing. So this is our downloaded JavaFX SDK. So I will copy the path up to the lib folder. Simple. And I will come back here in this notepad. I will replace it this way. Okay. In your case, you will go to your system, copy the path up to the JavaFX SDK lib folder and replace it. And then copy the whole path, come back and put here in this VM arguments. Click on this finish button. That's it. Then you will see one entry which is present with your given name. Great. Now you can click on the apply and close. So we have successfully done with the step 5. Now I will show you how JavaFX plugin will help you to create the JavaFX project. So here in this step, we are going to download one important plugin. This is for the JavaFX plugin. So this is the link. So you can get the link from the description. Come back here in the help section, click on the install new software and just copy this URL. This is the plugin download URL. Come here and paste it this place. Once you do it, you will see this will fetch the items that are going to be installed. Because I have already downloaded and given a name and associated with this link, so getting 2 items. So these items already have been installed. That's why I'm not getting the next button enabled. But in your case, you can simply press the next. So this process will take 2 to 3 minutes for the complete installation. Once the installation is finished, so Eclipse will prompt you a message that please restart the Eclipse. So do a restart and come back for the next step. Let me show you. So my EFX plugin is installed already here. So when you search like this, you will find. So these components will be installed under the EFX Eclipse plugin, which will help you to create the JavaFX project structure. I hope you guys clear till this step. Now going back to the notepad, we are at the step 7. In the step 7, let's create a project, a JavaFX project with the help of EFX plugin, which we have recently installed at step number 6. Very easy. Come back to the Eclipse. Go to the new, then go to the others. In the others, and when you scroll down, you will find the JavaFX node. And when you expand it, you will find the JavaFX project option. Click and continue. Then you will see new project window. Give the project name. Come to this JRE section. Select use project specific JRE. And in the drop down, you have to select the newly duplicate created JRE, which we have recently created. Click the next. Now click next. Then you will see the additional window. Because we have installed the EFX plugin. In the application type, which is the desktop, package name is the application. If you want to change it, you can go ahead. If you don't want as it is, language will be FXML, because we are going to create the FXML based application, GUI based application. Okay, root pan will be anchor pan. The file name, the main file name, which is the starting point of our JavaFX application. You can give the class file name. So I'm giving hello JavaFX, and the controller. Controller is for our GUI components. So this will be act as an action handler class. So I have given the name, which looking like some significant for this is the controller. Click finish. Within few seconds, your project will be ready on the left hand side inside the package explorer. Okay, when you expand your project, you will see the few things like JRE system library, the newly created JRE, the duplicate one which we have created in the previous steps, and the additional JavaFX SDK which has been added by the plugin. Also, you will see one module file which is not required. Please delete it. See the first file, which is the controller. The second file, let me open. This is the main.java and the hello javafx.xml. So this is our the GUI file, the fxml file. I will show you everything here. How you can edit your fxml. You can add the GUI objects. Okay. Now do one thing. Do a right click on the project. Go to the build path. Click on the configure build path. Here you have to remove this item. Click apply and close. Now I will show you. Do the right click, go to the properties. So you will get the path of the project where the fxml file is placed. Once you get it, open the scene builder, go to the file, click open, put the path here and select the fxml file and open here. Now your project fxml file is opened here. So there is one anchor pan object is available, so I have deleted it. I will show you everything from the scratch. Let's do it. So just drag and drop one anchor pan from the library search. Go back here in the search, type label. So we are going to add one label. On the right hand side, there's properties. So you can set the font size, you can set the font type, you can set the color, you can set the effects, lot of things, lot of properties are there. You can play with the objects. So this is the properties window. You can do everything here with these properties window. Okay, if you want to put here and there, you can drag and drop your control on this stage. Let's add one text field. Here I'm going to add text field this way. See this? Now, if you want to add prompt text, we have the properties option. Just put, so I have added welcome. When you click, this will be disappeared. Okay, so text field is added. Now let's add a button. Type button. In the search, you will get the button. Just drag and drop here. Okay, from the properties, you can change the text, font size. You can put it bold. You can change the color as well. Also, you can change the look and feel of your stage controls with the help of CSS as well. So this way we have a complete controls library on the left hand side. Just drag and drop and you can create a rich desktop application. See this, when you see the fxml file here in your project Eclipse, then you will see this kind of add-on in the XML. So go to the anchor pen tag on the very right hand side. We have to add one thing, which is setting the controller. So we have to write this code fx:controller. Then we have to give the class file, because if you want to do some action on your objects like button, text field, check field, okay, then who will manage the action? Who will handle those actions? So we are referring a class which will handle the actions. So this way we have to add the name of the controller or the class file. So in our case, application is the package and the class file name is hello javafx controller, which is going to handle all the action raised by our UI controls. I hope you will be getting my points. Okay guys, now it's ready. Now let's take a clean build and run it. Here we go. Now see this, stage is appeared properly. So this is your JavaFX application in front of you, which is running flawlessly inside the Eclipse. So guys, this is the way you can set up the JavaFX inside the Eclipse with JDK 21.0 with latest Eclipse without any hassle. This is the hassle-free process. I hope you guys found this tutorial relevant and useful. Please hit the like button and please subscribe to learn more. And for now, thanks for watching. Cool IT help.